Have you ever asked yourself, why study Latin? Well, here are 9 good reasons to study Latin. Why study Latin? Isn't it a dead language? Actually, Latin is a living language. That means we use it every day, even without realizing it. Latin appears in everyday language in terms like non sequitur, status quo, ad hoc, vice versa, and impromptu. Latin is also prevalent in the fields of law and medicine, in words like quid pro quo, in vitro, postpartum, corpus delicti, and pro bono. But they also appear in the stems and prefixes of our everyday conversations. Words like aqua for aquarium are Latin, per, trans, pro, sub, in, the major prepositions that we use in the English language. Mutate comes from the verb muto mutare, to change. Admonish comes from moneo, the Latin verb to warn. And of course, dico dicere, the verb to speak in Latin, is where we get the word dictate. So for our first reason, number 1, you're already familiar with it. It doesn't matter if you're an English, French, or Spanish speaker. Latin is at the heart of the Romance languages and continues to be used today. Number 2, learning Latin is easy and fun. Grab a partner, sit down, and try some Latin. You're instantly transported back in time to ancient Rome. In addition, studies have shown that language acquisition helps sharpen the mind and can reverse the signs of aging. It's like chewing gum for your brain, and who doesn't want a sharper brain? Reason number 3, it improves critical thinking skills. Looking up words may increase your knowledge base, but switching them around in a proper sentence structure and deciding the original intent of the author all requires critical thinking skills beyond simple rote learning. Reason number 4, Latin improves your ability to understand other languages. If you were to take the Latin noun amicus, meaning friend, and compare it to modern cognates in Spanish, French, and Italian, you would find a similarity in spelling and meaning. For example, in Spanish, amigo, French, ami, Italian, amico. The same would hold true for words like mother, in Latin, mater, in Spanish, madre, in French, mère. Or the Latin word for book, liber. In Spanish, we have libro. In French, livre. In Latin, the word for good, bonus, seems familiar when we find the Spanish word bueno, or the French bon, or the Italian buono. And speaking of bonus, reason number 5 for studying Latin, it improves your ability to understand past cultures by reading the text of ancient authors in their original language. And it's just plain cool. Whether it's the endings of nouns or verbs, Latin helps you to identify certain patterns. Being able to identify. Reason number 7, Latin helps with detail-oriented tasks, such as coding. Reason number 8. Latin helps with grammar and vocabulary building. It helps hone skills in communication and writing. Reason number 9. It helps students familiarize themselves with medical and legal terminology. If you're planning on being a doctor or a lawyer, then Latin is certainly for you.